right, let's get going here. Just a shorter one for now. Let's make sure everything's good to go. Let's get the master volume up here. Should be good. So I want to test out. I've reinstalled many programs, all work together. So I want to today I want to make sure everything's good to go, and then I got stuff around the house that I got to get done, and got company coming over and all this stuff. So I just want to make sure that we're good to go, and we're going to stream tomorrow and the weekend. So I want to make sure everything is good to go for that time. Let me see what's up with. Yeah, we reinstalled everything, so let me get the chat on the screen. Let's see. Oh no, we already have one. So where is it? That's quite big. Anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? That is quite small. Okay. Might have an issue here. Okay. We got a new idea. We're gonna scratch this for now. Scratch this new idea for now. Why does it do? Oh, okay. I see what's happening. We'll fix that another time. We'll just lift this up here. That looks a little wonky though. We'll have to deal with it. We're moving on. Alright, I'll fix that. See, it's good to know. This is what today's for. The chat's gonna be a little wonky, so I'll get that fixed up before tomorrow. I did record some footage where I did get some groupage in over here in Sungreet Strand with one of the boys, one of the Discord boys from Project Quorum. If you don't mind, let me know how everything goes. What's going on, Rasmus? The on-screen chat was looking a little. I think I warped the text, so it looks a little weird. But I'm just trying to get everything going. For tomorrow, we'll do longer streams tomorrow. Got some new spells, so we are level 8, about to ding level 9 actually, less than a yellow. Had a full-on group yesterday over here at these camps, the Ashira camps over here. There's a lot going on yesterday, so I didn't stream the day one because I played mostly in the morning, like after it launched, and then you know, I wanted to watch Sean's stream and see everything that was going on with the server, and then the server reached over 1,700 players. Not the server, the game. The game reached over 1,700 players across all servers, which is a new record for them. And needless to say, it was like a little laggy in town. But in town includes 2 newbie zones, the North Gate and the West Gate. If you came over out of either West Gate or North Gate sides of town and town itself, then it got better. But you know how it is when the server first launches, and there's a lot of people logging in and checking it out and doing all that stuff. So I didn't want to have that hinder like the experience. And then at the same time, I had a friend play for the first time who doesn't really play EQ or anything, plays WoW. So there's a lot of differences and stuff. And so we were playing together, and I made a Goblin Shadow Knight to play with him and learn a bunch of stuff. So that was good, but I was kind of, showing him around the game and stuff. So yesterday was kind of booked a little bit and dealing with the lag, and today I got stuff going on too, but we're going to try to get a small stream in here so that we can jump right into it in the future. So let's see. So I got a new spell. I got Holy Fortitude, which is like an HP buff. I got a new heal, lesser heal. I got Lay on Hands at level 8. We do have Fear the Undead as well, so we got to check that out on some undead. I think these ruins fill up with undead at night, I think. So we might check that out. This looks like the Oasis Mara. I know, right? But actually, I mean, it is built like it. So this is, imagine this is the human city. So this is Night Harbor, but imagine it being Freeport. And there's no in-game map, so I can't really, well, I can show you, but you can find a map online. Let's start fighting this thing. What is this? This is a white con. Let me know how the volume is, if it's too loud, so I can adjust it with the fighting and the music and the sound effects and everything. Oh shit, that's a desert so here's a desert madman. Speaking of Oasis Amar, click on this guy, see his name up here, a Dunes Madman. So that's the desert madman right here. He'll jack us up, so we gotta get out of his path. But okay, so imagine Freeport, it has the North Road Gate and it has the Commons Gate, right? So this city is built like that as well. There's in this city there's the North Gate and the West Gate, but it's set up where there's the 2 newbie zones like Freeport, and then we're not in those zones, even though you can see the city here, and we're a zone-based game. We're not in the same zone as that city. We're one zone over. You could just see things in the zones that are next to you in the distance. So yeah, it's set up a lot like EverQuest, but it's not, because the elf city is just like Kelethin. It's up in the trees. It's just like Kelethin. Obviously, it looks a lot newer or better because the graphics are different. Even though they're old school style, it's still obviously like HD and all that. So it's not called Kelethin. The elf city on this game is on the same continent as the human city, so you can run there. It's unlike, EverQuest, it's on a different continent. Let me fix this. What's up, Tinfoil? You saw they put Lockjaw in here? Oh, that's funny. I think those, I don't think those are where I am, though. I think they're on the other side of the city. I forget the name of the zone. Maybe it's in here, though. But yeah, they got, they got Lockjaw, they got the Dunes Madman, which is the same as a Desert Madman. He'll root you and nuke you and kill you. So we can't mess with him. Here's a blue rattlesnake. Let's kill this. So we're just gonna come out here and solo some stuff. It's gonna be a shorter stream, so I'm not looking to get in a group right now, but I don't know, there's something going on. Here, let me try to throw this at him. Or whoops, I used stone form. I pulled him. There we go. So I'll do some grouping tomorrow, unless we just like stumble into a group today. But I grouped yesterday outside of a dungeon. I want to get in the dungeon and get in a group in the worm rest dungeon or whatever. What's up, Razman? Typical, you haven't gotten to play much, but you will tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm looking to get a longer stream in tomorrow and over the weekend and get into like the dungeon and just do more. So what I was saying earlier is I changed a lot of my programs and kind of my setup a little bit, my computer-wise and my monitors, and reinstalled a lot of programs and stuff. So I want to make sure like the sound is good. So let me know if the music is too loud or not, or if the sound effects are too quiet or not, or too loud or whatever, or how the mic is and everything, because that's the goal of today. I want to be ready to go for the next 3 days, because we're going to be playing a bit. And I got company coming over today and stuff, so... Oh, this giant fire beetle is blue. Let's take him out. But we're going to try to get level 9 right here, just exploring and soloing some stuff out here. I can't do that right now. You know your name? I've been thinking this for a while, but your name reminds me of like Diablo. When you try to do something that you can't do, like you're in town or whatever. But you say also not getting to play until tonight or tomorrow, but you're hyped. You get to catch this stream. Bro, that spider model looks sick. Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good spider model. You can see the hairs on it. Well, that's good. You get to play tomorrow, because I think there will be, you know, a little bit less people on. I was saying earlier that the town, the main town, had a lot of people in it. They reached over 1,700 people total throughout their 3 servers yesterday, which, you know, the PvP servers kind of doesn't count. It's so small that it doesn't have too many people on it. So most of those 1,700 people are... Why isn't my, is that on cooldown? You can't see your target. We're having issues here. Most of those people are on these 2 main servers, so we had a ton of people on. It was causing a little bit of lag if you're over there. Rip Hulkster. Yeah, dude, cynical. I know. I saw that right before going live. It's wild, right? Getting older, everybody's dying. I don't know how to say your name. What if I call you... Wait, Mr... Is it Mr. TNSN or is it Martin something? How do I say your name? I've always wondered, because I've seen you in the comments and all that. We got a ghoul over here. Let's check him out. After we kill this guy. What's up? You got any goals for today? Today is just a short stream. I have company coming over pretty soon. And so I just want to... My goal really is to just get online, talk to you guys a bit. We'll ding level 9. And I just want to make sure that like the sound is okay. You guys can hear the sound effects, hear the music, but also hear me, and everything looks good. I've already found an issue with my little chat box that I have on screen right there that I gotta deal with. I'll deal with that after the stream. I'm not gonna sit here and fiddle with it while we're live. So, but at least I know it's an issue, and I'll take care of that. All right, let's see who this. So this wandering ghoul is a yellow, but I have Fear the Undead. Do we try to kill a yellow right now? And if I fear him, how fast is he gonna run? Is he gonna grab ads or something? What's this over here? A wandering ghoul over there too? No, it's a stumbling zombie. That one's white. See, that's better. Let's just go... Alright, I don't know. Should we kill him? We could try. What does he do? What if he, like, roots me and shit? I don't know. Audio's great. Seems to be working fine. Thank you, thank you. Freaking group. Oh, Ozzy Osbourne and then Hulk, yeah. You're only 24, so you don't know. You just assumed Ozzy would outlive you. Not the way they rock stars live, you know. All right, let's kill this guy. I think I'm gonna go two-hander too. So tomorrow when I go live, I'm likely gonna be wearing a two-hander. I'm gonna get rid of the shield situation. I mean, I'll probably hold on to it, you know, if I tank a dungeon or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I made a Goblin Shadow Knight to play with my friend. I got to level 4. And the two-hander was just incredibly stronger. So, I want to check that out. But I do have a move called Shield Toss, my number 8 on my bar. And I'm not sure, like, obviously I'm going to need to have a shield equipped to use that, probably. So, that complicates things. You missed the AC unit, but besides that, it's top-notch. Thanks. Dude, I miss the AC unit right now, too. I mean, it's still there, but it's hot as hell. I can't run it while we stream. It's too loud. It is hot, though. I have central air, but this room is an add-on to the regular house, so it works well for, like, an office guest room and all that. But when you're in here a lot with the computers, and I have a bunch of monitors, it gets quite toasty in here. There's a little delay on that. I didn't expect a delay. What's up, Joshy? The grind. It's going. We're about to ding level 8 here. And we're kind of just... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's probably just big. Let's put it in a normal slot. Let's see what we got here. Giant Dune. This guy's yellow. Should we just try to take a yellow? Just see what happens. I feel pretty powerful, to be honest. Classic. I can't do that right now. Says, did they add first-person attack animations yet? I don't know. Let's see. Let's fight this yellow. It's going to destroy us, probably. Does not look like it. What if I scroll? No. I mean... Whoops, we don't want to do that. I mean, you can almost see your sword, but yeah, not really. I'm gonna go from the side, though. We need all the help we can get. Let's buff ourselves. We're actually, see what I mean? I feel powerful. You know, there was a tier list that got put out by, like, what was it, the Rise of Zek or something like that? And... it was just a level 1 to 15 tier list, so beyond level 15 it doesn't count. And if you disagree, if you're above level 15 and you disagree with it, it might be because you're above level 15. It was just supposed to be like the initial leveling experience tier list. And paladins are in their opinion, are the worst tank. Well, or like the weakest tank. They still got an A on a tier list that goes up to S tier, so it's not that bad. But I said the Shadow Knight and the Warrior are stronger, or the Fighter. And I could agree with the Shadow Knight. The Shadow Knight was actually fun. And some of the Life Leech and stuff, it's powerful. The Life Leech felt powerful. Here they put a looking for group tool in? Oh, really? That seems unlike them. But you can put LFG on and then do /who LFG. So if I do like /who all LFG, unknown command, whoa. I guess you guys can't see my box either. Let me focus on killing this dude because he don't want to die. He's running for his life. Let me heal and then sit here and we'll check it out. The chat box is such spam right now. That's another thing I need to do before tomorrow, is I need to figure out my chat and get my chat separated from everything else. Go eat a dick. Alright. Cool, dude. Thanks for that, Warfighter. I heard they put a... oh, yeah. So let's try that. So I'll go ahead and just move the chat screen. You can see there I did /who all LFG, and you can see the people who have LFG on, and you can like message people. I don't know about a tool though. I don't think they would, because they're not really about that life, you know. But maybe they did. Raz says I did really well against a yellow. I think so. You know, I crafted my own gear. I crafted a lot of gear. I did buy some that was above my crafting skill level, but crafted a lot of gear. In the social window, group finder, there it is. Wow. So how do you join this? You just, if you have LFG on, you just show up here, or what? Members. Oh, okay, wait, they're the group, and you ask them if you can join. So right here, looking for more for Wormsbane Camp, level 6+. So you would just send them a tell with this button and say, hey, yo, would you take a level 8 paladin? Okay. So it's not something that automatically groups you. It's kind of like a bulletin board. That's cool. All right, that makes sense. We got down to it. Uh-oh. It's gonna be night. An elegant solution. Yeah, I think that helps some people out. Especially the ones who aren't used to playing classic EQ lately. Let me see something here. Oh shit, so here's a Dunes Madman. I mean, he's yellow, but we don't want to fight him really. I do have interrupts, but I don't know, man. Everything that EverQuest has taught me is casters are going to destroy you, you know? Maybe if I had a two-hander and I could just like wail on his clothy ass. What's in here? A Sin Taker's Pet? That's red. Uh-oh. Sin Taker Bravo? That guy's yellow. So this is like a town of... Alright, they want to kill me, and they seem to mostly be red. So we're going to avoid that. See how dark it is? So there is a gamma slider. So let's check it out. Under interface, is it? Or under graphics? We got the gamma slider. So if we put it all the way up... So now you can see. So I think this is the play for like when I'm streaming or something. Because, you know, I don't know. You lose the ambiance and you lose, you know, I don't know. I rather, if I was, like I played yesterday, I never touched the gamma slider besides to check it out. But when you're streaming or something, I mean, you gotta be able to see what's going on, you know what I mean? But it does look a little washed out, you know, gamma. I can't do that right now. Says, I've been surprised by how many people I interact with in the M&M Discord who have never played or even heard of Classic EQ. Seems to be polling in a diverse crowd. That is interesting. I kind of said that about Quorum. When I was playing on Quorum, and I mean, I guess I still am playing on Quorum, it's just still down. When I would be playing on Quorum, though, I would run into people who had never played EQ before. I thought that was weird. It wasn't a ton, though. Not like I'm sure you're experiencing. But that's interesting because Monsters and Memories doesn't really advertise, you know? And they're not trying to advertise. But then there's people who make videos and put them on YouTube, so I guess that's a form of advertising. I kind of want to kill one of these Dunes Madman, but I don't want to die out here. We're kind of far from town. That would be kind of a bust. Me just running back to town for 10 minutes. Or running back from town for 10 minutes. Dude, we can kill these giant fire beetles, though. There's a ton of them out here. Go see what's at these ruins over here. This is like unexplored territory for me. I'm pretty deep in the Sungreet Strand. I haven't really come out here that much. Not this far. Oh! Class and Cool showed me something yesterday where you could pull out your little stats window that has your XP bar and stuff like that. So let's bust that out after this, Snake. You also said, honestly, the looking for group tool kind of reminds me of the message boards from 299 era EQ, and you're fine with it. Yeah, it's definitely a classic approach where it's not going to just, you know, it's not like a WoW group finder where it's just going to put you in the group and teleport you to the dungeon or whatever. Okay, so I don't know where this is. I saw him do it, but you know, that was last night and I was half asleep. So let's see. Interface, I'm sure. And there's a drop down. It's one of these drop down things right here. So you could do mini stats. There's the normal one, which is this huge, oh shit, this huge window. And then there's the mini one, which is this little window, which I like this little window. And he was saying, and I agree, that he would like one that's just like the weight and the XP bar. And you don't necessarily need to see all the other stats all the time, and I agree with that. I don't. What if, I forgot to fear the undead thing that we killed, that zombie guy. I wanted to try the fear undead out. Come on, why is this dog barking? Good thing these don't social. Okay, I spy an undead thing in the distance. We'll check them out right now. I do have lay on hands now. It's a 30-minute cooldown. Otherwise known as 1,800 second cooldown. Alright, where did that go? Let's go find him. So this is cool. We could watch the XP. You don't have to open up your inventory every time to be like, you know, how close am I to leveling, all that stuff. Because if you're anything like me, you know, you might be looking every kill. I need to mine some stuff too. Here's a wandering ghoul. He's still yellow. Or this one's still yellow. There's one over here. Alright, a stumbling zombie is white again. We do well against yellows, but something about the undead makes me feel like they might be stronger. Oh, my cat's, what's up, buddy? My cat came home. Okay. Alright, let's fight this dude. We're gonna fear him. So let's try this fear out. So that's a problem I get. Oops, no. The problem might be is it's a pretty decent cast time, and you're gonna get interrupted. Okay. We don't really need it. That's why I wanted to test it on a white. The yellow would probably... Okay, here we go. So he's feared. Runs decently fast, so you can see... Oh, shit. So you can see how it could be a problem. That's going to be those bandit dudes or whatever they were called. Obviously, it would be nice to have a snare on them. Alright, well, I mean, we don't need to do that, but I wanted to check it out. It's kind of a noisy guy. Oh man, you guys, no, we're too far from town. If we're gonna try a Dunes Madman, we gotta try one that's closer to town. That guy is too far. So here's a yellow, I mean, I don't know, man. Alright, let's try it. Even though I just said what I said. This guy's not, as far as I know, this guy's not a caster. I wish I had an undead nuke or something. I don't have one yet. At least this guy could possibly fear. That might be the play. Let's go in on him. Maybe we start with the fear, no? So we can get a little bit of a head start. is a little interesting. Oh no, what do we got? So he does root. I mean, that was, we knew that. We didn't know that, but we assumed that. We got the ghoul rot. What's up, Mr. Cod Boss? It looks a lot like EQ. It is very much like EQ. One of the lead devs was a dev from EQ back in the day. Uh-oh, we're getting destroyed. Alright, this isn't good. Let's try to get a fear off. Alright, get lost, bro. I'm going to heal. What is that? Number 3? Oh, I just fizzled my mana away. Alright, we're not, oh shit. He's hot on our tail. Let's get a little closer to town. If we die, I don't want to be way out here. Ooh, there's a wisp. This is what I wanted to kill before. This is probably a... Oh, it's still a yellow. The last playtest I ran into a wisp, and it was yellow. But I was lower level. It's very much like EQ. This is a new take that I have now that I have a little more play time in. And that's, I feel like the casters are very, very similar to EQ, like 99% the same as EQ. Whereas the melee are like 50-50 EQ and WoW. So like the, you know, obviously melee and EQ was kind of rough, right? You kind of don't want to melee as your first character on the server, on like a new launch or a new server, because like it's just rough. You need a group all the time. It's hard to make money. You're gear dependent, all these things. And you don't really have any like interactive moves, kind of. You kind of auto attack a lot. You kick, auto attack and kick is kind of all you got for the most part. Monks have like other stuff, ain't death. But on here, warriors have like a charge, like in WoW, where you charge the enemy, and rogues have a vanish or a gouge or a sap. They have tools. They have a stun so that they can get behind the enemy and backstab them. Dude, I gotta thread the needle here between another ghoul and a desert madman or a dunes madman. Yeah, we gotta stick to these stumbling zombies. This is where it's at. These white cons. They don't root and they don't jack me. This frickin' zombie on my tail is a beast. Or the ghoul. Maybe this guy wants them. Hey, dude. Diggity diggity hole. You want that ghoul? No. Little quality of life thing. If you heal while targeting a mob, you will automatically heal yourself. Yeah, I think that's even an option, like to self-target or something like that. I don't know, what do they call it? Isn't there a... Wasn't that a option? I thought it was. Maybe I'm tripping. Why would it be in graphics? Maybe I'm tripping, but... Yeah. That should be a thing. Maybe it's in World of Warcraft. Yeah, I think in World of Warcraft it's an option. Classic WoW, there's a little checkbox in the options where you target yourself if you're targeting anything but a group member. If you're targeting a group member, obviously it'll heal them, but if you're targeting something that's not a legit friendly target, then it'll heal you. That's a long run, boys. Jeez. We're gonna come back for this ore right here because we're about at the zone line. I need to start picking up ore. I want to get my blacksmithing up, and I want to make a two-handed weapon as well. So that's what I'm planning to do later today when I get back on. So get a two-handed weapon, and I think that I'll be able to kill stuff a lot better with a two-handed weapon. Everybody's texting me Hulk Hogan died. Even my chick just texted me. So my company is telling me they're going to be here earlier than I thought, so that's a little bit of a bust. SDR says, my crappy laptop can't run this game properly, need an upgrade. Dang. That's a bummer. Alright, this stream's gonna be shorter than I thought. I knew it was gonna be short. I thought like maybe 2 hours, but shit, we're at 40 minutes and I'm already getting some bad news. The company's gonna be here sooner. But we accomplished some things. We know the sound is good and all of that. We messed with the gamma shader, so that's good. I know I gotta fix my chat screen a little bit. I'm gonna just use the restroom real quick. No shot. Dude, I just got a sew. Hell yeah. Ooh, glitch. Yeah, so I just gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right. I'm just gonna try to get a heads up from these peeps. Okay, let's go. Hell yeah, we have a so. Now we can, now we rule the world. I feel like your chance of dying is so much less when you have a so. Obviously, if we're gonna fight the same thing we were just fighting, and it roots us, then we're screwed. But oh yeah, let's mine this ore. What I really need is tin ore, so I gotta go to like a higher level zone to find some tin ore. SDR. So this crappy laptop cannot run it. That sucks. I was playing with my friend yesterday, and he's got an older PC that runs. It runs WoW though. He plays live WoW. You're still blue. Let's kill some of these. He plays live WoW still, but oh, that guy, the guy who sewed me. But he says that this is no bueno, so I don't know. I mean, it's fine. He played it. It was fine, but like his load times and zoning and stuff is like a long ass time. He probably needs more RAM. But it was taking him like 4 times the time it takes me to zone. See, this is where the farm is at. These are all still blue, but I dumpster these things. And I can placate these so that I can single pull. This is where our group was yesterday. And I'll eventually put that video out where I'm here with a full group of 5. I think 5 is a full group. Pretty sure. Oh, we got the ding right there. Oops. Took that necklace. So, are they still blue? I should check. They're still blue, so that's good. We are level 9 now. I don't have any good spells at level 9. Let's kill this giant spider. I mean, I think I do have a spell, but it's nothing good. Nothing worth going back for. Level 9. Oh man, this desert madman, you know. No shot. Oh my god. How did... No. What is it? I think I ranged him. Why did we aggro a desert madman? We were still clicked on him and not the spider? Do we try to take him? Alright, wanna go, bro? That hurt pretty bad. I don't think we can kill him. But I guess let's see. What is this? Snare, on fire, burning embers. Oh, we're cooked, dude. There's no shot. Dude, those dots hurt like a biatch. Uh-oh. So we got lay on hands. I gotta get out of here. Alright, let's try to get a heal off. Because we're snared. So moving is not the play right now. Okay, the snare wore off, so we're gonna jam. You fucking bitch. He keeps interrupting our heal. So we're trying to outlast this snare again. Oh shit, okay, so we're gonna LOH. Let's get out of here again. Hopefully he doesn't snare us again. Such a bitch. Well, this is probably it, but we'll just keep running. Okay. Is this... I didn't see a cast bar on his snare. What's the cast time on that snare? We'll try to interrupt it when it wears out. The good thing is the snare doesn't remove my sew. Alright. See, he has no... I'm targeted on myself, you dumb fuck. Okay. Not bad. I think we could survive long enough to wear off one more snare. Then we got a Hail Mary. That's gonna hurt. Joshy Z says, I would imagine as the game gets closer to EA. Okay. Oh, fuck. No, range it. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. We got a bunch of dots on though. We got a zone so we can heal or something. I would imagine if the game gets closer to EA, it will get more optimized, more fun, and better on the outdated PCs. That's true. That's a good point. Dude, he runs pretty fast. Is he catching me? No, he runs pretty fast though. He's sewed or what, dude? Ciao, boys. Dune's mad. Ah, man. Train to zone. Matt says run. I know, freaking Snare's a beast. This is why we don't do these things. This is why I didn't want to fight him when I was so far out. Let's sit here for a second. Jeff's Corner Office says this looks honestly real nice. It does, and you know what, dude? It's like I have the gamma all the way up right now, so if you just tuned in, it's actually dark as hell. But we got the gamma all the way up. Like, it's legit supposed to look super dark. And look at the sky and the skybox and the moons, planets and stuff. It looks so nice, and during the day it does too. But obviously it's hard for you to see what I'm doing, and I do have a fire beetle eye, which can like light up the area a bit. But they did just this very playtest, because everybody's monitor is different, and so you know, one person's monitor it might look fine, another person's monitor it looks like trash. So they gave you the gamma slider so that you can screw with it. But for your viewing pleasure, I've just maxed it out during night. You see it washes out everything, you know. I think is the color term for it. It looks all washed, but you know, it's either that or you guys can't see shit. So what are we gonna do? Adrian says, "Hey, Classic, enjoy the content. On the topic of performance, what CPU are you using? I hear that's the bottleneck for this game." I'm using a 17900, I believe. Let me get the exact model. But I just switched over to this PC from my other PC. My other PC ran it fine. But let me get the exact model here. Oh, my bad. It shows how much I know. There's a 14900K is the one I'm using. But I had a, what did I have in my old one? I can't remember. But much worse than that. And it handled like a beast. Alright, let's get out there. You going to play Corn when it comes back? Says Mr. Cod Boss. Absolutely, yeah. Dude, I can't wait for Luckland, dude. Are you serious? Hell yeah. I just don't know what I want to do. I gotta figure that out. Obviously, I want to grind AAs, and so I'm gonna do that. I gotta get some AAs on the Necro for sure. Where am I? I guess I'll give her a buff, even though I'm like, you're running an i9 11900K? Yeah, so, and it runs great. Pretty old CPU. There you go. Thanks for that, Joshy. My CPU is pretty new. i9 14900. But I think my old one was in the 1100 area, and it ran it just fine. I had an i7, I think, 1100 something. But you know, it's kind of crazy. Oh, we're getting buffed to the tits. It's kind of crazy though, like you got to look at a tier list on the internet to really understand shit, unless that's your like that's what you love to do. But like, there's like like the higher end i7s are better than the lower end i9s, and so it's not as like cut and dry as you want it to be. I had a really high end i7 is what I remember. It was better than most i9s, but not better than like the top half of the i9s. But that's always a bunch of mumbo jumbo that I've never wanted to keep up with. But there is a website that'll you know, make a tier list for you, so you can figure out the best bang for buck for you. Oh, there we go. My buddy Slagothor says he runs the game just fine. The load screens take forever, but it's the same in World of Warcraft. We were just talking about that actually. Redo says, "Sup, man? How's the paladin?" What's up, Redo? It's good. I feel powerful. Are there people here? Or are there just bodies? Just kill some of these real quick. I'm waiting for a text, and then I got to go. Paladin's great, but I have some good gear though. So I've crafted myself like a full set of plate, and that really changed things. But I mean, you know, it's not like you're twinked. I mined it and crafted it myself, but I feel strong. This is a dark blue. Oh, this isn't. This is a green con. Oh shit, some of these are green now? I gotta watch out. Yeah, I guess when I dinged, they're not all blue. So these are greening out now. Well, anyways, I can kill some yellows, like yellow beetles. I can kill pretty easily. But I faced a yellow caster, on the other hand, and they kind of destroyed me. I think it's starting to turn daytime, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the gamma back down. So it's still dark right now, but I think it's 5 a.m., so we're about to turn morning. Get a little ambiance while we transition here. Yeah, these are green now. Crazy. Okay. So we gotta venture out and find something else to kill for just a few more minutes. There's that Dunes madman that whooped on us. Sendrith is on right now. Sendrith started playing last night. He just messaged me. Joshy says he was tempted to roll on the PvP server. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, I was linked a video of some PvP action and stuff, and it does seem pretty wild and like a pretty good time. But when you want to actually get some levels, you got to go find like some secret camp or something that's not you know, in plain sight, so you don't get ganked. Because maybe you know this, maybe other people don't know this, but they can jack your money. So they'll jack all your coin, which you can leave in the bank, and they can jack one item. I believe it's, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, it's not you can't jack like the main hand, offhand, or range, but you could jack like one item that they're wearing or that is in their bags. So you gotta, you know, if you die too many times in a row, they're just gonna steal all your gear and stuff, so. Redo says, yeah, he hears good things about the Paladin in the game. I kind of want to try one. I hit level 10 on the Spellblade not too long after that group yesterday. Yeah, Redo, so I didn't know at the time when we were grouping yesterday. I didn't know, oh shit, ZBrush, what's up, dude? Hell yeah. Gotta find the sewers. Is that right? Okay. I didn't know the sewers were in yet, so I wasn't aware. I thought that was coming later. Or maybe I'm thinking the underdogs. I might be thinking the underdogs. I do gotta find the sewers then. Redo. Yeah. So I didn't know like how spell blades worked exactly. So that's pretty crazy, right? So you enchant your weapons. Is that right? And then you proc with your weapons. They're kind of like your nukes. That seems cool. I saw you mention in the Discord you can only, I guess, put it on your main hand though. Josh, he says when they drop Deep Dwarf, he's absolutely making a Deep Dwarf SK. Me too, dude. Me too. I want a Deep Dwarf SK pretty bad. Greenwood Forest says you hopped on just as I logged out. Shoot, Monk has been a bit of a blast. Level 4 Feign Death. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm actually jumping off right now too. This is just like a quick session. But I'll play more over the weekend for sure. I just have a company coming over right now, so I gotta skedaddle. I'm actually waiting for a text. I'm hoping, I don't know, if they don't text me within the next like 5-10 minutes, I just gotta go anyways, because they're gonna be here. I gotta jump in the shower. But we at least did something. We got level 8. We got level 9. And again, you know, we gotta just chill for a little bit. Waked Up, I missed this one. Waked Up says, hoping this game whips the llama's ass. Me too. I'm not really too familiar with that, but me too. Sounds good. Retta says, yeah, the more I proc, the non-instant spells become instant. Oh, really? Oh, okay. But I would like if I could enchant both weapons, though. Yeah, that would feel good. But, okay. So then, does it just shave time off? Every time you proc, it shaves time off? Or is it all or nothing? Like, you gotta proc 5 times before it's instant cast, otherwise it's full duration cast. Dude, ZBrush coming in here, dropping a little nugget and bailing. Gotta find the sewers, he says. Greenwood Forest says there's also some skeletons on the right side of the shaded dunes. As you zone in along the cliff, they might be your level. Oh yeah, true. So I'm in Sungreet right now, but yes. I will go check those out. I know the ones you're talking about. They whooped my ass one day because I was too low of a level. And they're only there at night though, right? It's those? I think it's those. You're still here. I think I know the ones. Rhoda says, yeah, 5x for the instant. But every proc is a 20% reduction. Perfect. That's really cool. Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting take. I didn't really... I don't know. I didn't really know. You know, there's not like a ton of info. So you gotta like get in there and try stuff out. So, that's interesting to know. They actually sound even more fun after knowing stuff like that. That sounds like a cool, I don't want to say gimmick, but like a cool, like a play style. I wonder what's at this camp over here. Go check that out. I want to kill that snake, but I want to check this camp out real quick while we got a SO on. How much time we got on the SO? 20 minutes? What is this? Why are they sitting so... Huh? On their knees? Oh yeah, I think I came here at the end of the last playtest. Okay. You know, the dynamic of a lot of things is going to change. Maybe not in early access, but for patch 1.0, after early access is all fleshed out and everything, and each race has their own starting city, and then things are going to get, I don't want to say real racial, but I mean pretty much, right? Like, ogres start in the human city, but you got to imagine, for the most part, maybe ogres won't start in the ogre city, or in the human city, or certain areas of town aren't going to like you, especially if you're like an ogre SK or something, and then you try to go hang out with the paladins or something. And right now everybody seems kind of chill, and that's mainly for playtesting reasons and all of that, and obviously they need to flesh out the rest of the game. But so when you see some of these camps, like this camp over here, and you're wondering like, what's the point of that camp? I don't want to kill halflings, like they're my friends, or I don't want to kill dwarves, they're my friends. There's going to be a time that comes where that's a good looking camp for some evil races. But that's not to be said, you can't just change your alignment too. If initially the humans don't like you as an ogre SK or something, you can still probably farm some baddies and earn your reputation with them, and then be welcomed in their city. Roto says, I haven't messed around a bunch with the dual wield now that you have it, so I'm not sure if it procs on both hands or just the main. Oh, okay. Maybe I misunderstood what you said in Discord. Yeah, I think it was last night. Yeah, you gotta try that out. Maybe it does. Oh, here's the text. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. Just gonna work our way back to town, and then I got to go. Die, snake. Stab you. So yes, once again, next time you see me on this character, I'm going to try to have a two-hander. I was digging the two-hander on the SK, my little SK trial. I'm over the sword and board, but yeah, I got to figure out the shield toss too. I mean, I got to imagine you have to be wearing a shield, but you know, it doesn't say anywhere. I guess I can take the shield off and try it, right? Let's try that. Let's put the shield in the bag. What do we have here? A rusty mace? Is that... It's just one-handed. So let's try to do a... Let's try to toss our shield from our inventory. Got to be careful with that shield toss too, because it's like the one in WoW, Avenger's Shield, where it bounces on 3 targets. And you'll placate mobs, and then you'll throw the shield and it'll hit them. And pull them anyways. Let's just try this green beetle, I guess. So we're not getting an error. Oh, I don't need to shift. Oh, you can. Okay, so you don't need the shield on to throw it. Okay, so even more reason to go two-hander. What's that? It's a player. Dude, we are buffed. What do we got? Fire protection, corruption protection. Dude, that's what we could have used on the Dunes Madman. That dude rolled us pretty hard. We almost died. We used lay on hands in the works, man. Does it tell you your cooldown? No. That would be cool if like the cooldown lowered, kind of like the buffs do. But I don't know why I would expect that. I wouldn't expect that, but you gotta check, right? They're not here to hold our hands. Alright, dudes. We're gonna zone over. We're gonna call it. Sorry, I meant this to be short. Obviously, it's in the title, but I meant it closer to 2 hours and not as close to 1 hour. But thanks for stopping by. The DMM are no jokes. Yeah, but that's good. That's what we want. We want some challenges out there. They were no jokes before in other iterations, and they're no jokes now. And we knew that. I was avoiding them earlier, and then I finally gave in, and I was like... I didn't give in. That was on the zombie. I gave in on the zombie. And we accidentally aggroed the Dunes Madman. That was a pure accident, but... we tried to fight him for a second, quickly learned that's not going to go too well. Got loaded up with dots in the works and snared, and we made it out, but it was barely. We had to get away from that snare. He kept chain snaring. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. We did learn stuff. We dinged level 9, so that was cool. We learned that the volume and everything is good for future streams. Look at this patrol, man. And so we're good to go. We're good to go in the future. I just got to fix this little chat thingy. I think I warped it a little bit. So we'll fix that. But other than that, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one.